There we go. We're good. We're good. All right. After a whole bunch of technical difficulties, I think we're finally set. Set to rock and roll.
What's up, everybody?
A long wait. A long overwait. It's been a minute. Took about 10 different lives, but we're in there. Hopefully it joined the real one, because I posted 2 or 3. You shouldn't bring it back to it, but we'll see.
Yeah, there only one appears on here.
Keep hearing a buzz. I'm trying to find my other.
Probably me.
I'm gonna get my other one so I can get on there. Hey guys.
I told Greg we had it working. Hopefully he's in here now.
Give it a couple minutes. Hello there, sweet Lisa. That's Greg.
Is it?
Sweet Lisa 22.
Are you just saying
I'm
that?
just talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Hey, if you're tuning in, we just giving it a few minutes to let everybody
Hop on.
that's gonna hop in. It's been a while. Hello, everybody out there. Been several different projects and vacations, and been very busy the last few weeks. So, how many of y'all are tuning in to that UNC ass whooping that's going on right now? Kansas is up 13. Torts in the house.
What's up, Torts?
Sweet. I was gonna say I just sent him an email letting him know that we were on. Torp said, "Y'all alive? Can you hear us?"
Should be able to hear us. I forgot to.
Yeah, we're just giving it a couple minutes. I don't, if he said fax me, bruh. Hopefully you can hear us. Turn your volume up on your channel. Make sure that we tune in. Do you got the mic on?
It is now.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good. I could hear it.
All right. Do you got the mic on? You heard that?
Yeah, you just heard the mic fart. Man, could be a long night if I can't talk already.
Oh God. I'm gonna go ahead and text Emily.
No,
He's saying that we got some echo. Or the echo probably came. We were testing the soundbite on our phone, so we was just making sure that we was there. Thanks for coming back to hang out with us, Turup. Hope you're doing well.
Turup.
Yeah, I'm not getting any echo on mine.
Turup. It's all there.
It'll be in the mail close. I said that we're loud. It's probably loud because the microphone is so close.
And we're whispering. I can turn it down some.
What's this?
Kind of echo.
What'd he say? Better and loud.
Yeah.
Don't dig into that yet. Wait till Shelly gets back. We're gonna take our sweet time with this. This is a little experiment.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into our Elijah
Of course,
Craig.
it's a little bit of experiment. He's always over here, Frankenstein. Did I say that backward?
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein. Albert. I did Albert Einstein and Frankenstein all in one.
Y'all buy Bitcoin back at 55,000. It's like 76 now.
I know it jumped last night. Yeah, it jumped.
We pre-recorded a video prior to this tour up. We were be on the lookout for the 2XO video getting ready to release here soon.
The new sneaker blend.
Yeah, we did that. I started off with the lost recipe. I'm trying to play catch up with the boys, you know.
I brought
a few weeks.
I brought a 2-ounce sample. I didn't tell the guys what it was. I just split it across the three of us. I want you guys to really focus on it. Let's see how good you guys are. I want to see if you guys can figure out what this is.
So we had it before?
No, never had it. But if you can guess who made it, you'll know what it is.
I smell a little bit of celery. It smells like a celery.
I don't know.
I've never smelled celery, so I don't know.
It smells like a celery. I've smelled a celery. It has like a little.
I think it's kind of weak on the nose.
Well, it doesn't burn. You don't get a burn.
I feel like there's some ethanol there.
Nah, I don't get no ethanol.
I don't get any sweetness on it.
Dust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
It's dust and maybe some vanilla.
Wow, the nose, it's very high proof. This is probably like 120 or more or higher. Proof on this is very high.
Ooh. What do you think, Chris?
This is hot. This is a very high proof. I don't know, I'm getting like a maker's finish though. Like a maker's mark. A very high proof makers.
Celery age isn't high proof though.
I'm gonna rule that out. It's hot, I know that.
Thanks for everybody jumping in.
Definitely.
Hope y'all doing good tonight. Currently, if you're just tuning in, Brady over here has brought us a mysterious pour.
A mystery pour.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it definitely drinks hotter than the first pour I had out of the bottle. This isn't the fresh crack, but this is the second pour.
And we've never
And
had
it's
it.
yeah, and it's pretty warm. It drinks hotter than its proof. And it's kind of one-noter for me. It's just like a dusty oak
That's
kind
what
of
I'm saying.
funk,
It
and
was
that's
just
it.
A dusty celery age kind of smell to it. I don't know, I get a little bit of
I think
like
that
brown sugar.
I think
a
that
little
the
bit of caramel.
finish is maker's resemblance, but the palate isn't. That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah. So here's the question, so that way we don't keep burning time. Would you guys pay $200 for a bottle of that? MSRP $200.
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
I think you're just saying that because you're trying to guess what the bottle is. That's 100% what you're doing.
Give me a liter. Can I buy a valve?
No.
This is different though. But for me, I'm getting.
You're just saying that.
I don't know. I feel like at $200.
Really think about it. Would you rather have that? Would you rather have that over 2 Springfields?
No. No. So I would.
I'm in the boat of comparing it to the hidden gem. You know.
Yeah. It reminds me of the sneaker blend a little bit.
Doesn't have It
doesn't have the pepper.
Yeah.
And it's got a nicer finish than the sneaker blend.
Right.
This only has a finish to me, and that's it. So to cut to the chase, this is what I've been telling you guys isn't worth the money, and you guys keep begging for it. It is the cellar aged.
I knew it.
But that's you just said you'd buy it because you knew it was a cellar aged.
This doesn't have a maker's palette though. Like,
so this is the 2024. This is what I just got in my box. It wasn't worth doing a review because everybody's done a review on it, and you guys keep saying you wanted to try it. There is no. I'm disappointed. I even opened mine.
Thanks for sharing with us and saving me $200.
Yeah, I tried it at Bourbon Fest, and I thought it was pretty decent. And I got my bottle. I was like, all right, I'm gonna open it and keep it because I might not ever get another one. And it's not worth the money.
I
think that Lost Recipe is better than this, and you could get 3 of those for the price of this.
Yeah, but as it simmers though, you should have let us compare it. As it simmers, the Lost Recipe. But as it simmers, it kind of opens up a little bit. I wish I didn't drink mine so fast because I was trying to figure out.
Torb said, "What is it? I'm distracted with this fax machine." It was the 24 maker cellar age. So, and it's funny because you were dead nuts on it. You said 120 proof. It's 119. It's 0.3 or 0.4. I mean, you were off by less than.
I don't feel like it drinks that hot.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it drinks at 118.
I think all of these Elijah Craigs, which are all higher proof than that, are going to drink easier than that.
Well, if you go hotter and then try to go something lower, of course.
No, those are all hotter. I'm saying those are all higher proof, but they're going to drink lower than the cellar aged.
For me, makers, regardless of what they do to makers has like a signature taste.
It does.
And I got that like right off the initial sip.
The finish on this is like super strong maker's funk. Yeah. Which I like the finish, but my problem with it is there's nothing else to it.
No. Yeah, I agree.
It's
like
just
there's
dust.
Nothing on the palate.
Yeah.
And then at the end you get like the little, hot cinnamon kind of burn.
I definitely get that.
But there's nothing. There's more flavor notes in that 2XO than it is that. Oh, yeah. I agree.
It's like a dusty oak, and then it's like a cinnamon red hot.
Yeah.
Torb said, "It's funny you say that, Torb, because me and Sheldon we saw the Ezra Brooks single barrel today at Costco.
Yeah.
And they had cases there as well.
Cases.
Torb, I failed you again. I didn't even think about bringing the Cedar Ridge to compare to this. That's 2 strikes in 1 week on this. I wasn't even thinking about it. When I got to the house, I was in a hurry. I threw these in the box, and I was like, all right, what can I bring a sample of just to mix it up?
That's yours, too.
What's this?
The one that you liked a lot.
Oh, nice.
But
it's a little bitter too. Going back to that last sip.
Well, it's probably.
It's got like a bitter.
What's the age on it? The age
13.
So I guarantee that's where the bitterness is coming from. It just it's like a little bit more oaky.
Yeah.
But it does have that like old dusty. And then I would love to know what their signature, what they use for their signature taste. It's something they have to use because every makers have that signature taste.
Even the Shelburne, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like
they rotate them all, so they're all the exact same.
Weird.
They're the only distillery that still rotates barrels.
Torb, this is that Dark Arch you sent us. This was I would say this is probably the favorite thing that I drank that you shared with us was the 7-year toasted French oak, or French Dark Arts. I'm gonna take that home and drink it probably tomorrow. Torb says the makers is trying for butterscotch but hit brown sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only makers I ever get butterscotch on is the 101. And I really like that butterscotch note, but it's like you're paying an extra $20 over normal makers to get 10 proof, and for it to be that little bit of butterscotch. I'll tell you what was funny. With this box, the second bottle you get is just the shelf product of the maker's cash strength. 111 proof Maker's Mark. 6 to 7 year blend. they did a tasting video where they talked about how they came up with cellar age and they gave tasting notes and stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad and I watched it together and we tried this, both of the bottles side by side, and we both said the Maker's cash strength was better than the cellar aged. And it's a $45 shelf bottle.
Yeah. That's definitely
Yeah, that cash strength is pretty good too.
disappointing.
Yeah. All right, so Greg's sitting at the house waiting on us. So we got Elijah Craig, A, B, and C. It's the theme for the night. We're gonna do the barrel proofs for the year. I love Elijah Craig barrel proof. I normally say it's one of my favorites, but I've been keeping data this year as far as what I drink. Every time I drink something, I write it down and how much. And my leading product right now for the year is Elijah Craig.
Nice.
That B524 in the middle, it looks like it's a fresh crack, and it's because it is, because that's my second bottle. I went through one bottle.
That's probably the third bottle because y'all crushed two. I had two gone already.
Well, yours was a different one. I bought a fresh one. I drank half of it with my buddies, brought it here, we reviewed it, and then I finished it recently and then opened that one. So
The toasted are a hit too. I've seen the toasted, and like it's crazy how the toasted went down because they were price range. They were neck and neck. They were going for a lot, and then all of a sudden
they were allocated.
Yeah, the toasted kind of died down. So now you can get the toasted for like $45.
Oh yeah,
which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I remember when it was allocated, and you would go to like a Kroger, and it would say limit one, it'd be $70.
Yeah.
These even came down.
Yeah.
These are dumb. I got the B and the C at Kroger for $68 plus tax. And they're 11-year cash strength Elijah Craig.
That bourbon industry is starting to change, fellas.
Yeah.
The bubbles burst.
The bubble is starting to bust.
But they have went to where they had their own private selection too. So they had the 9-year and the 10-year, I think. And they still have mountains of it. Any Kroger you go to, you'll see a ton of their private
Because the
selection.
picks are more expensive than these, and they're younger,
Yeah.
which is crazy. He's talking about the toasted bourbon, Torp. It used to be really allocated around here. Now it's not. It might be allocated elsewhere, but for the longest time, it was like distillery only, and then after that, it was Kroger would get small portions every now and again, and now it's just on the shelf. The toasted rye is still pretty allocated. Passed on C9. You got two Larcenies. I'm waiting on the Larceny C924.
I've seen one.
That's got the new label on it. Yeah. You saw one?
I think Fairway had it.
Okay. I was gonna ask you if BP had it, and I was gonna stop on the way
I think
in.
they might have it too. I seen it a couple of days ago, but I didn't pay attention to it because when I walked in, they had something.
I passed on the
I grabbed it.
C9242 as well, Tor.
A lot of people are saying that the new Larceny is like one of the best barrel proofs they've ever made. I won't say my opinion on the Elijah Craig yet, Tor. We should go ahead and dig into this.
Greg is getting sleep as fast as
Come on.
Which one is Greg worried about? Which one is he interested in?
Greg and I both got the C924 last Friday, or it was last Friday. So he's had one or two pours out of his, and I have two. So he just wanted to compare them all and see what was his favorite and how they differ. And I told him, I was like, well, I was going to do the same, and I wanted to do it in a video. And he said, oh, well, you guys should do it live, and we'll do it at home at the same exact time. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
So he's probably like, let's get on with the show, boys.
Yeah.
With that being said,
it's like cotton candy almost.
with that being said, here we go. Cheers.
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 F the Cowboys, Greg.
I do get that cotton candy on this. Hey.
Is it cotton candy or bubble gum?
Cotton candy. Might be bubblegum. Now that I said cotton candy, you're going to have cotton candy in your head.
So,
Puff Sullivan said, "Ayo."
What up, yo?
all right, Greg, if you're doing this with us, you got to communicate with us here. Throw something in the chat. What do you think of A?
He said, "Zoom in."
He said tilt it down, zoom it in.
He wants to
Hey,
see what's on the bottle.
Donner Pass Whiskey, we appreciate you finding us in your YouTube journey.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers to you. If you're just tuning in, we're gonna go ahead and this is not blind. It's a comparison taste here, and we're gonna get into it.
Can you tilt it down?
We want to see the
Yeah, he said less ceiling.
less ceiling, more bourbon. You can fix that.
Sometimes I find myself wondering how the hell I got here in YouTube world too.
Man, Kansas starting to smoke North Carolina over there.
But either way, Donner, we appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, is the ACC that bad or is Kansas that good?
Whoa, what are you doing over there? No, if you can just tilt the camera.
That's it, right there. I'm not touching it again.
He said go slow.
Our hands are nimble right now tonight. We got nimble hands.
He said, I'll say when. He's going to guide you.
When? All right. Yeah, this is all sorts of goodness. Now I'm getting kind of like that corn. It's almost like a corn, like a barley corn on the nose. You know, like when we went and they had that.
It is grainy.
Yeah.
What, when we went to New Riff
Yeah.
and stuck our fingers in
Yeah,
there?
that's what it smells like.
Yeah. Donner said that they've had the A117 and the C917. He's saying bring the bottles down here.
I think you just
Bring him a little in. That's probably loud as hell on now.
yeah.
It's close enough. That'll work.
I think he just wants a closer view. He wants a closer. All right, where did I put my glasses? Is this my glass?
Yep. I texted Greg, I said, you watching? He said, yeah. I said, then come on, we need some cooperation here. Comment. I like the sugariness of A.
Yeah.
When we first opened A and reviewed it, I'm pretty sure we reviewed it. If we didn't, I remember when I fresh cracked it, it was really, really rye forward.
I think we did that A because originally we did all the B's and I had the A and I threw the A in it.
I don't remember. I just remember I hated this bottle when I opened it. It definitely has that cotton candy, like really sugary, sticky kind of feel, but I still get like a grass on the back end.
I'll get a lot of grain that's on the nose.
And I get the corn, like that buttered corn, like a white dog kind of thing. It's like white dog and grass. Not a big fan of the finish. Up front, I love how it almost feels like
a dessert.
Yeah,
Get
like
a dessert.
it feels like it's sticking to my teeth and my gums, kind of sugariness. C922 is awesome, Tor. Not as good as C923 though, the goat.
Well, shit, we crushed that one pretty quick. Cause I think that was one of the first ones I opened. And I wish I didn't pass up. So when they came out with that toasted rye, and I saw that at Costco, I should have pulled the trigger on it and bought it because that was probably one of my favorites. And
Uncorked still got it.
Yeah. But they're the same price as Costco. They charge a little bit more.
I don't know what Costco was charging.
It was $45.
No.
Yep.
No, it was not. For the bourbon.
No. For the Elijah Craig toasted rye,
No.
it was $45.
You misread it.
All right, maybe.
The middle one's got a lot more ethanol on it. At least it's burning my nose hairs.
You cracked that paper label turkey, Torp. He sent me a picture earlier that he got a couple of old Wild Turkey 101s and a Buffalo Trace. We were debating back and forth what the Buffalo Trace is from.
You still got that wooden cork sparks to it, the one he has?
No. It was right before they did the label change, so it's 2016. Back where it has the white label with the turkey on it. and then they changed it to that translucent one with the red letters that says 101. I agree, B smells hotter, but on the nose, it is just oak and brown sugar to me.
And it's hotter, but it's a little bit more flavor than.
Yeah, the brown sugar is super powerful.
I didn't realize until tonight how delicious and unique these were. Just going back through them, we have them all, and it's like I never really go to them. We tend to go to a lot of the other stuff, but I'm actually enjoying this. I went on a Booker's kick for a minute.
Well, I mean, this is just like an easier Booker's.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue that one back there, that A. That's pretty good too.
So the A124 doesn't have as much proof as the B, but the B is a lot sweeter, and the finish goes on and on and on the B. That's what I love about this bottle.
What was the proof staple on all of these? I forgot.
So the A,
Cheers, buddy.
The first one was 119. The second one was 130.2.
The highest one we had was 136 point something.
I'm sorry, it was just 130 flat. So it went 119, 130, 129 is how these go.
Which one did we have that was like 136? Which one was that?
That one that we're gonna drink in a minute.
Eee.
So yeah, I mean this one's 11 proof hotter than A, but I love the flavor of this one. But we've talked about it in the past. I mean, I'm a oak peanut butter brown sugar sucker, so it's like this is me.
No deal.
No deal. Straight sugar. Straight Reese's.
Reese's Pieces.
Cheers, buddy. You hated B524? No, Torp, no. That's the funny part to me is how different everybody is. Because like when people on other YouTubers did reviews of these, a lot of people hated A, thought B was okay, and then thought C was the best of the year, but not great. I love the B. Like I said, this is my second one, and I actually got a third one at the house. The A, it's going to be a struggle for me to drink, and then the C we haven't got to yet, so I'll wait on that. But I love the B.
And the C is the higher proof.
The C is 129, so it's 1 proof less than B. B, here, I've been on this kick lately. Chris was saying earlier he's been getting clove on a lot of stuff. You know, on that Parker's, how we always say we get like a fudge brownie kind of note?
Yeah.
For some reason, for the past week, I've been getting that a lot on stuff, and I get it on the B every time I drink it. Like that, it's like a charred oak combined with a chocolate. So it's like a fudge.
It's like a
yeah. So you get the peanut butter up front, and it ends with like a fudge, and I love that.
That's pretty good.
And I get that on Parker's, so I love that Parker's, but this is like the closest thing for me.
Yeah.
And then we got the C.
We might have to pull that Parker's down.
Torp said it's monotone, no nuisance. It's not a drain pour.
I haven't seen a comment from Whitey.
He said it wouldn't let him comment. He's been texting me.
I got you. Somebody else said that they couldn't comment on one of our videos. I think it was Ryan.
Yeah, well, it's open.
Let's go to C. Bloody said he's behind on the Elijah Craigs. I love the Elijah Craigs, and if they stay, if I can keep buying them at Kroger for $68, I'm never going to skip a batch. Like the A got bad reviews, and I didn't care. I went ahead and bought it because even though it's my least favorite Elijah Craig I've probably ever drank, it's still worth $68.
Yeah. This one is probably my least favorite out of the three.
That's crazy because this is my favorite nose so far.
Really?
Yeah.
So hear me out. I said this to Greg this morning. I had a pour of this the other day. It's tangy.
That's what I'm getting.
When you nose it,
it was like,
imagine like opening a bottle of like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. It's tangy.
What you know about that Sweet Baby Ray's?
that Montgomery Inn.
I don't know. That Sweet Baby Ray's is probably better than the Montgomery Inn.
It is.
It is.
I remember getting drunk one time when I was probably about 20 years old. And I was so drunk I couldn't get that charcoal to really light or whatever. But it was lit. You know what I'm saying?
That's before they had the gas
lit.
lit. Before they get the one you didn't have the douse in gas.
Bro, I threw 3 or 4 chicken breasts on that thing and dumped a whole bottle just like this over the grill. It was the worst, best chicken I've ever cooked in my life.
Sure, the other day I was outside, so we lit the fire pit for the first time, and I didn't have lighter fluid. So I was like, I got some gas left over from the mower, and I sprinkled it wasn't even much, man. It was a little bit, and I had matches. So I kept lighting it and throwing it, and my neighbor was standing on the deck just watching me. I kept lighting it and throwing it, but it would keep going out before it hit. So I got close, and I lit it, and as soon as it left my hand, woof, man. Thank God the pool was closed, because I was going to run and jump straight in it.
Send your eyebrows.
Tur, we've talked about doing infinity bottles. We've also talked about doing different experimental things with little barrels. I got a barrel at the house that we've talked about
I got
exploring.
one back here. I did one, but I got like a thimble left. I think I did a Weller 107, a green label, and I think a white dog mash, whatever is left in that 13 colony. So I did both of those and put them in there, and I had them in there for probably about a year, and I forgot because each day you had to go in and soak the little barrel, soak it in water, and you're supposed to rotate it. And I left it down here and forgot. I maybe got 4 ounces out of it, and I think there's a little. No, I think we ended up killing it because I ended up giving you the sample bottle, but it was pretty good.
You probably don't know what the diesel looks like at the gas station, my boy. Torb gave you an old country rule.
Yeah.
You use diesel to start fires, not gasoline.
Well, I know that.
Go.
Woo. Yeah. Well, that's all I had on hand was the gas. I normally use like kerosene.
So what do you guys think of C?
What's some of your bottles that's in your infinity bottle, Tor? It seems like you have a pretty grand collection, so I'm interested.
I forgot we were talking about that. I have a little 375 in the kitchen. And every time I poured something, if I was drinking while I was cooking, and I decided I didn't want the rest of it, I was about to eat dinner or go to bed or whatever, I poured what was left in my little 375 empty Basil Hayden bottle. And it's full now, so it is a 375 Infinity, but it's been full for like a year and I haven't tasted it. I'm curious how it is. It doesn't have anything like super crazy in it. If it's like over $100, I'm making myself drink that. I ain't pouring that in an Infinity bottle. But like it's got a lot of like Bardstown Bourbon Company and Green River and Basil Hayden and like $40 to $60 bottles in it.
Yeah.
The C924, you get that tanginess on the palate too, Chris. As soon as it hits my tongue, I get that. It's like a Sweet Baby Ray's like hickory brown sugar barbecue sauce.
Glass 2 is my favorite. I'm really enjoying it. I like the cotton candy. I drank that one pretty quick, but for some reason this one just resonated with me.
Greg said C is dank.
Yeah. Greg be getting some of that dank. Some of that dank from back in the day.
Yeah, I think I love the sweetness on B. I'm gonna go back to A. I'm gonna leave a little bit of C to come back to. Yeah, A starts with that cotton candy, and it just really quickly goes to grass. And then it almost has like a little bit of a mint to it. It almost tastes like it should be the Parker's.
I got more mint on B than I did A.
Really?
Yeah.
It tastes to me like if that Parker's were half the age, if it were like a 5-year, is what A would taste like to me. It doesn't taste like a bourbon. It tastes like a rye.
Yeah.
How that's like a bourbon drinker's rye. That's kind of how this one tastes to me.
He ain't got no hair up here. He ain't got no hair down here, my boy.
They got a little bit of taco meat, man. They kind of loose.
Hey, but you did. If you notice, especially
His
you,
is poking out up here.
especially you, Torb, you've kind of been a part of the game for a while now, so you didn't hear him complain about the 130. He did question the 130, but he didn't complain about it.
He even said that his favorite was the 130.
I know.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
You got to think he's been drinking Bookers for the last like 3 months over here, so he's
I've expanded my horizon.
This man's gone through like 2 bottles of Bookers over the last 2 months.
I'll tell you what, I'm about to go get a third at some point. They're still at Good Spirits. Navarre, so just sit one aside for me. I'll come see if you're watching.
What, the Springfield?
Yeah.
You've been telling him for 3 months you're gonna come by that, and you ain't.
Well, so when I went, the Eagle truck had just pulled up, but then I hit the panic button and ran out of there and went over to your buddies, and that's how I ended up with my Stag Junior.
Man got a Stag Junior and MSRP, and he ain't gonna open it.
Brady has several at MSRP, and he ain't opening.
I opened mine.
You got several that aren't MSRP over there though.
And it's not open. The MSRPs are open.
I got some old ones.
It took Danny to get him off of the kick of a Stag. Once Danny started getting the Stag, that's where the Stag honey hole.
Well, hell, the first 3 Stags I bought, I paid secondary for them, so it was
Right,
like
$250.
no, 2.
Yeah.
So it's like at that point, you know, and it sucked because the very first one I bought, I was so excited to see it. I'd never seen it on a shelf. I paid 2 for it. I opened it. I hated it.
Yeah.
I still hate it. It's the worst Buffalo Trace product I've ever drank. It's batch 18.
Yeah.
It's the first one without Junior. I hated it. So then it was hard for me to get another one, and everybody was raving the 22A, so I paid $200 for it. Really liked it.
Yeah.
Got me back in the kick. But yeah, I mean, if Danny's gonna keep hooking us up, I'm gonna keep buying them and keep drinking them. It's just for the longest time I was afraid to drink them because
You don't know when you don't get another one.
yeah, you don't know if and if you do,
That's how
oh
I
man,
feel
I gotta
about-
pay 200.
That's how I feel about that birthday barrel. If I had 2, I would have opened one by now.
That's a YOLO bottle. That's one that that's just like the path. You're never gonna get another one. You gotta just crack it.
Torb
I'll
said
get
that he
another
hasn't opened up his A24. He's too nervous, but he is curious to what the Eagle truck is.
So the Eagle truck was in a battle with, what's the other name of that other company?
I don't remember.
So both of them, they were both distributors for Buffalo Trace and all the good stuff.
Well, no, Eagle's the new one.
Yeah,
They
so
replaced them.
what was the other one's name? You almost said it. Kentucky.
No, the new one's Kentucky Eagle.
But what was the other one's
I don't
name?
remember.
So they were in a big battle. Sorry, my accent's coming out. They were in a big battle, not bottle, buckle.
Debacle.
The buckle. That means the buckle back in the day. So them, they were in a big back and forth back in the day, and I think
Torb letting that turkey talk tonight, boy.
Yeah.
He having a good time.
so they ended up settling the lawsuit, and then Kentucky Eagle ended up taking over the distribution. So like earlier this year, it was still kind of chilly. That's when we were getting like the Hancocks and all that stuff that was just sitting in warehouses because
Yeah, the previous distributor was getting bottles, but they weren't selling them to stores. They were warehousing them and selling them out the back door. And Buffalo Trace filed a lawsuit, so now Kentucky's new Buffalo Trace distributor is Kentucky Eagle. So that's what Sheldon's talking about. You're driving down the street and you see a truck drive past that's all black and it says Kentucky Eagle in cursive. Then Sheldon and Sheldon swerves behind it and follows it to the liquor store to see where it's going.
yeah. So they used to have it. Well, the other store used to be bad because a lot of people used to like stalk them, and it is where you couldn't get your hands on anything. But a lot of time it was good because if you can get there when they're there, a lot of times the stores can't jack the price up because when they go in there, they try to make sure they sell the stuff at MSRP and not you go in there for a $60 bottle of bourbon and end up paying like $250 just because of the rarity. So it was just so happened that the other day that I actually stopped at one of my favorite places, a Good Spirit in Dry Ridge, Kentucky, and the Eagle truck had pulled up, but they also had another place down the street at Danny's, which we tend to go to Danny's because Danny always makes sure he keeps us.
He treats you right.
Yeah, he treats us right, and we never like crazy overcharge us for bottles because like most people get the bottles and shelf them like I do with some of the stuff that I'll never get. But a lot of the times, if either one of us get a bottle or if each of us get a bottle, we always try to open one and like we're doing now, give people a good feedback. So if somebody's been thinking about getting something or trying something, we can at least give you our honest opinion on if it's worth it or not. Because like Brady said, we raved about the Accelerate. Like the 2023, we were going crazy numbers saying if we see one, get it. If you see one, get it for me. And then we kind of got over it once like they start coming out with the hard collection, and then we start seeing like there's other stuff out there that's pretty good that you don't have to pay an arm and a leg. That's just as good as the pricey stuff.
All right, so I got the comments here. Torp said, "Is Bernheim A122 worth $100? I left it, but it's probably going to be there for a while. Sketchy areas are hit or miss." No. When Bernheim first announced they were going to do Bernheim barrel proof, I got the first two batches, the A22 and the B922. The B9 is 3 times better than the A. The A is not bad, but it's not worth $100. Bloody said he hated batch 18 as well. Batch 18, man, it was like drinking freaking fire. I love proof. I mean, we just drank these 130 proof Elijah Craig's, and it doesn't bother me at all. But that Stag was 131, and that shit drank like it was 150, and it had no sweetness. It had no fruit at all. I love a Stag that's got like cherry and leather and caramel, and that Stag had nothing. It was just barrel char and freaking heat.
Yeah, so the A24 that I have is 127.6.
Yeah. Torp said the Stag wasn't 200 plus, so he closed his eyes and pulled the trigger full auto. Hell yeah, pew pew pew. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. What did he say he paid for it? 120.
Yeah.
140. I think most Stags I've had are worth 140, especially if they're hard to find. I wouldn't regret the 140, but it's just getting outrageous, man. It's supposed to be a $70 bottle. Oh, you got the 18-year hazmat? That's awesome. He got the Jacob's Pardon. He said he wouldn't open it because it's $200.
Damn.
I saw a bunch of the Jacob's Pardons the other day, and I was pulling them off the shelf trying to see if they were hazmat, and they were all the low proof. They're like 90 or 100 proof. I heard that was really good.
But I think in the upcoming months, I think we're going to see some good stuff. I came across I don't know if they do this. They kind of tell you what's coming out for what month this year. And I can tell there's a lot of good stuff that's coming out that I'm pretty sure is being held back. They're not going to either be raffled or lottery picks. But I think, after Thanksgiving into Christmas, we're going to start to see a lot of good stuff hit the shelves.
Yeah, but the question is it going to be an affordable price?
That's depending on where you go. So, normally, if Kroger's does their raffle, we might have a shot.
Yeah, but that's the issue. Is you got to get drawn for the raffle.
Yeah.
Meg's got that on lock.
That hasn't changed. I mean, yeah, they're starting to make more of the bottles, but they're still raffling them is the problem.
Yeah.
Which I agree, the raffle's the right way to go, but you can't bank on getting.
Hey, you saw? I don't know. While I was out in California, the Union liquor store did the brown bag.
Yeah, I went.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You didn't get picked?
I did get picked.
What'd you get?
I got an Elijah Craig store pick.
Did you?
Yeah.
Out of the bag?
Yeah. So I was telling Sheldon about it. It's craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So when you get there, there's 100 people.
Yeah.
There's 20 bottles in brown bags, labeled 1 to 20.
Yeah.
When they draw a ticket number.
Yeah.
If it matches your ticket number, you tell them what bag number you
It's
want.
just like the videos that I've
Just like Southern Spirits out of.
Spirits,
Yep.
yeah.
The very first, there was one bottle of Russell's 15, 3 13th Colony Double Oaks, a birthday bourbon, and Old Fitzgerald, okay? Those were the first bottles picked. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. The first 2 people out of 20 picked 13th Colony Double Oaked. The third guy picked Russell's 15. The fourth guy picked the other 13th Colony Double Oak.
Yeah.
The fifth dude took the Old Fitzgerald. The sixth dude got birthday bourbon. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. So I was the 8th person drawn, and all that was left was Russell's 13, Weller 12, Elijah Craig store pick, 2 Joseph Magnus cigar blends, a couple Buffalo Trace store picks, and a couple E.H. Taylor small batches. So it's blind. So
Who got the rest out of? Well,
I don't know who got the Russell's 13. I bought my Elijah Craig and I left.
Yeah.
I thought I got a good pick for what was left, but literally the best 8 bottles on the board were picked 1 through 8. It felt fixed. It really felt fixed.
I'll be going to the next one. I couldn't make it this time because I was out of town.
Well, the other crazy part was those first 8 people, they walked up and the store owner was like, "Let me see your ticket." And he was like, "Okay, number matches. Pick which one do you want?" When he drew mine, he asked for my ticket and then he said, "Okay." He said, "I need your ID." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I need to verify that you are the person whose name is on the ticket."
Yeah.
But he didn't ID the first 8 people because he knew who they were. And I was like, all right, that's a little sus. You know these first 8 guys because they're regulars, and they picked the top 8 bottles. That was
Yeah, that's a little weird.
yeah. But either way, I opened the Elijah Craig when I got home, and it was freaking awesome. It was really good. It would compete with these, and it was a 9-year store pick. I was shocked.
That wasn't bad. All right, well, I'm ready to.
Torp, have you ever tried a E.H. Taylor small batch? Or you just bought it for that one?
Not added to the list. Do I have any more EH Taylor?
I wrote it down right here.
I agree, Torp. I'm done with the Elijah Craig store picks unless I try it. These, because like I said earlier, I mean, these batches are 11. The youngest one is 10 years, 9 months. They go all the way up to 14 years, and they're $68. But the store picks are 8 and 9 years now. They keep going down. They're mostly 8 years now, and they're $90 to $100. It's ridiculous.
North Carolina's slowly creeping back.
They're still down 12. Still down 12. Let me see.
Torp said they're doing some insider trading like Pelosi.
I wasn't going to comment on it.
What you?
I'm on some of that Booker's. I'm going straight to Booker's.
So you never had the E.H. Taylor small batch? We had several tore up. That's why I asked.
He said he doesn't. He said he ain't opened it because he regrets the 130.
I know, that's why I asked.
It ain't worth 130.
Nah.
All right.
You gotta get Chris some of that too.
Yeah, that's why I got 2 glasses. You want 1 or 2 onions?
That's more than a Brady pour.
I'm out trying to eyeball it.
Shelly sleeping on the couch tonight. Here. Highest proof Bookers. If you guys haven't watched the review, highest proof Bookers in like 6 or 8 years, something like that.
Yeah.
You must have got a bad single barrel tore up. I actually really enjoyed my E.H. Taylor single barrel.
Mine, that store pick. Do I have any left in that store pick?
It should be a little bit left.
Well, remember we tried my single barrel and it wasn't even near as good as yours and Shelly's.
Yeah,
They
hit
do
or miss. The E.H. Taylor foolproof though is superior to all of them.
That's
my
solid.
favorite E.H. Taylor that I've drank. The small batch, honestly, I would drink a E.H. Taylor small batch at what we can get it for. I would drink it.
Oh yeah, $45.
Yeah,
Or 50. I think they're 50 now. It's really good at $50.
yeah.
I've been on a big Bland's kick recently. I opened a Bland's a couple months ago, and I think it's not normal 93 proof shelf Bland's. I think it's the best Bland's I've ever had. It's killer. I've gone through half that bottle in like the last month.
Straight from the barrel or just regular?
Normal 93 proof from the distillery.
OG Brick, cheers. Appreciate you tuning in and commenting. It's free to comment, it's free to like, it's
Free to subscribe.
it's free to sub. So, any of those things that y'all are doing, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Torp said he'd trade his Weller foolproof for an E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
I bet you would, my boy.
I was gonna say around here it's gonna take 2.5 of those Wellers to get an E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
Honestly though, it's not. I don't think it's 2.5 times better.
What, the E.H. Taylor barrel
Yeah.
proof?
I think it's definitely better than the Weller foolproof, but I don't think it's 2.5 times better.
Man.
OG Brick said that they picked up the C924 yesterday and haven't cracked her yet.
Give her a try.
You're gonna like her. Go ahead and crack her tonight and drink it tomorrow.
I think I liked it. I know we never went through the final ranking, but I think mine went BCA personally. The B's not going to get topped. The only Elijah Craig I've ever had better than that B was the C923 and then the C919 that you had that we cracked and like crushed it. That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was one where that was like if I could duplicate that, if I could clone that bottle, I'd get cases of that. That was incredible. That was the George T. Stagg killer.
Probably.
Our museums are coming in around 130 for Blanton's right now.
I got a couple. No, I've been getting lucky here lately. I've been getting Blanton's for like $65, $70, which I got a couple picked up the other day.
I mean, with how things have been, if you can find a blend for 80 and under,
It's a win.
it's good, but I wouldn't pay no more than 60 for a blend, probably.
I remember when they were hitting for like 250, 300.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even on Facebook, they're going for $100 now.
Yeah.
Blends. If you really needed one.
Well, there's so much at the distillery now. Like you go to the distillery on any day, the shelves is covered with Blanton's.
Torp said I need the B for Bitcoin blends.
All right. Well, we should have a B in the lot. Christmas might come early, Torp.
I looked the other day. I'm 1 or 2 letters away from spelling blends because I've got a couple duplicates.
Shit, over the years, I should have been spelling forward and backwards, but every time I get the bottle low, someone's like, "Hey, can I have the top?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." I think
Live from the patio. Cheers, guys. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the comment.
Yeah, we just rolling back and forth between. We did some Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. If you're just joining, we're tasting the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and some other stuff in between. Dropping News has been trying to play catch up. Started out with the Maker's Mark Lost Recipe, Costco only. I think Brady's going with the Elijah Craig A.
I'm an A119 right now. I just added a couple. It's 135 proof. It's crazy. It's hot. I just added a drop of water to it, and it's awesome with the water.
Does a thimble?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'm going with, of course, my new favorite Booker. I've been on a Booker kick.
I like how Torp's calling it the pregame. They got whiskey wisdom in 1 hour.
Yeah, we'll eat it up for the next.
He said we're trying to get these 3 on the infinity bottle train.
Oh yeah.
We'll do it. I'll bring the one from the house one day and we'll try it on a live stream. It's not anything special, but
We can make an infinity bottle though with all our empty bottles or near empties.
sure.
Do like maybe next weekend do a bottle kill day and
We need to do that.
we can create an infinity bottle and let it marinate for a couple weeks.
Well, Brady's mom, if you're watching, this is not my idea.
Oh man, it's funny for the winter time. About probably 3 weeks ago now, I was like, all right, I never drink my double oak stuff. It's winter time. It's double oak season. I took every bottle I own that's double oaked and I put it on a table next to the bar, a little end table I have that goes over the beer fridge. I put them up on top of that and I was like, all right, for November, December, January, I'm only drinking these double oaks. And for the last 2 weeks, I've not drank a single double oak. And every time I go to pour something, Emily slaps my hand and she says, that ain't a double oak. And I say, yeah, I know, just, babe, let me have a pour or two. And I'll have 1 or 2 pours and then I don't get the double oak and I go to bed. She keeps giving me shit.
So this is your pregame.
We need to, yeah, we should do that. Maybe next live stream, we just do like a giant double oak pool. Because my thing, I love the double oak stuff, but I don't drink it all that often, and I need to condense it.
We got some toasted.
Cheers, Mike Brock. Thank you for tuning in. Funny, Torp says, my infinity mindset is pour one for the homies and slurp a little when it's a good pour.
Oh man. Chris, did you try the new Bookers?
Not yet. I'm getting there.
Curious what you think about it. I'm hoping batch 4 hits us soon. It hit Ohio last week.
Nice.
I was telling Chris the other day at work, I had read about it. Batch 4 hit Ohio last week. Hopefully it'll hit us in a few weeks, but it's called Jimmy's Batch.
They already had a Jimmy's batch.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty
They had
sure.
a Pinkies.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a Jimmy's.
In the last 3 years we've been doing this, they ain't had a Jimmy's. If they did Jimmy, it was a long time ago.
I thought that was Pinky's batch, but it says Jimmy's batch.
No. Pinky was from last year. That was 2304 was Pinky.
Yeah.
But either way, so it's the oldest batch since I've been drinking Bookers that they've made. It's older than this one and Springfield. But it's about the Springfield proof. It's like 125. But I'm a sucker. It's called Jimmy's Batch because it's an ode to Jimmy Russell from Wild Turkey. And the picture on the little strip on the bottle is him sitting on a barrel holding a glass.
Nice.
And I was like, man, I told myself this year I wasn't going to buy any Bookers. I bought Springfield. I bought Master Distiller. And now you're going to name one Jimmy's Batch? Come on, man. I got to buy the Jimmy's Batch.
You got the little book too.
I know.
And
I bought the Little Book and the Little Book Infinite.
yeah, did you get?
And the Booker's Reserves.
Yep. I'm about to say
The only thing I didn't buy this year.
Oh, lots of filming going on.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hi guys. I need to turn
What's up?
because I couldn't see out there.
Come say hi to the fans.
Huh?
You
Come say hi. We're live.
I look like shit probably. So, yeah.
Go
Come on,
potty.
Whitney. Oh, she peed. Whitney.
Give me a
Come on.
fist.
She got excited. I'm sorry.
She gets so excited when she sees people.
You don't
Whitney,
get a puppy?
Whitney. No! Damn it, don't!
All right, somebody's having a meltdown on the live stream.
Is it really live?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna add it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's fine. Whitney, go outside.
Hi.
Come here, Winnie.
Are the paper towels gone, Whitney?
Move.
That was
Actually, the fans want to see you drink a 130 proof tonight.
I will throw up on the live stream. Go.
She doesn't need to get right there.
Do you have legs?
I'm out of
They
paper.
long.
Well, I just got some out of the trash.
You didn't tell me you got a new dog.
I thought I did.
No.
That's Winnie.
No, Dale was the one that was over here. Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I was here the day before
Yeah.
y'all.
Dobby.
Yeah, the day before y'all took Dobby, and Blaney said, "Yeah, we ain't gonna get another dog." And here we are. And here we are 2 weeks later.
I said that
It wasn't
too,
by choice.
but I work from home.
Come here, Winnie.
We're up to 100,000 viewers right now, Ashley. You sure you don't want to say hello?
I mean, I'll say hi after I clean up this dog piss.
All right, here's my new puppy.
I like.
The puppy getting the face.
Torup's up to all kinds of shit tonight, man.
There's Winnie.
Hi.
Great.
Winnie's our little 5. He got 5 extra toe on the back.
Her lucky 6th pill.
Well, she only gets 4. It makes 5. Dogs don't have 6.
Well, the pad is like the 5th one.
It's a 5th. No, the pad is not a toe. It's a pad.
I don't know.
So a couple weeks ago, we had to put our old faithful Dobby down, and
Moment of silence for Dobby.
yes, pour one out for the homie.
Put one out for the homie.
But yeah, like Torb said, put one in the infinity bottle.
Yeah, my wife and kids decided to go out and get a new puppy.
I asked Blaney if he wanted a dog, and he said, no, we're not getting another one. And I said, great, I'm gonna go get a dog. And here's Winnie. Hey, your baby. He's like, no, not yet. I said, but look at her.
Torb said RIP, 100% add to the infinity bottle.
Say hi. Say hi. Okay.
So in 2 years, that's the first time she's made her appearance.
I've never been invited.
Special guest.
Oh!
I've never been invited
Oh!
to join the show.
Dick.
Yeah, dick.
Man, shit's getting deep. I didn't bring my boots for this, man. I'm gonna have a little bit of this Kings County. We ain't had any of this in a while.
Last time I seen the Kings County Papas is when we stopped at that one off Dream Street, and they had a younger bottle in there. Which I still, it reminds me like old school medicine bottle.
Oh yeah.
Puffy wants to pet your dog.
Next time. Is that your dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Torb said he misses all his old dogs. It sucks.
Yeah. W was with us. So we got him at 10 months old, and he's been with us for 14 years. He's been through all the kids, man. He's a red-nosed brindled pit, and man, talk about the sweetest dog, man.
What's Winnie?
I think we don't know yet. We sent off. I think she's with the coat. She has a German Shepherd coat, but she has a Belgian Malinois ears and facial structure. So I think she's a German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois mix, which she's super smart. She's only 3 months old, and we're trying to potty train, but she get that excited pee.
I was gonna say she already knows where to pee.
Yeah.
Right on the carpet in the bar.
And we had pads put down. If you put a pad down, she'd go to the pad, but she just refused to go outside. I don't know why, but it's gonna take some training. I thought I was gonna get a break for a little while, but my wife works from home, and she said in the daytime she just not used to not hearing a little tag shake when Debbie run downstairs. So
Yeah.
you know, happy wife, happy life.
And you still got young kids.
Yeah.
They love the dogs.
Torb, I have a golden doodle.
Yeah, that one shocked me. I didn't think Chris would have got a dog. I mean, it's like a big old dog.
When I was growing up, I had two. We had a golden retriever lab, and we had a lab border collie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get me Beethoven.
Roof.
But yeah, I had those dogs from elementary school all the way. They both passed my freshman year of college, so literally had them for
Your whole life.
almost 12 years. I literally went to college, wasn't even away for 8 months, and then they were gone.
And when they live a long time, though, they serve their purpose. That's for sure.
What whiskey best reminds you of the best dog?
Ha!
Some deep questions here tonight,
Yeah.
Torb.
For me, I think it'll probably be probably Wild Turkey 101.
Bird dog, baby.
Jesus.
Bird dog.
Wild Turkey 101. Because I never remember I poured a drink and I had put my cup down somewhere and I came back and W had gotten into it. So anytime I think about it, I always think about Wild Turkey 101. But guys, I guess something's coming up soon for a lot of y'all viewers, but we're gonna keep it rolling until it's time. So
He said, "Dang, I just got the paper label."
So what if y'all have been getting bourbon? For anybody that's just joined the chat or been hanging around for a while, what bottles have you all gotten so far this year that you really enjoy, and what bottles are you expecting or trying to get to close out the year? What is your most anticipated drop or bottle that you're looking for 2024?
Yeah. Most anticipated bottle for the year, and what's your bottle of the year so far? My bottle of the year so far is Russell's 15.
My bottle of the year so far, which I ain't opened yet, is probably that birthday barrel.
You can't go off of like a moment. We're going off a taste.
Off a taste? Well, it'd definitely be Booker's
Springfield. Over Russell's 15?
The Russell's 15.
Well, you only had a bar pour of it though.
Yeah, didn't you bring some here? Didn't you bring it here once?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Russell's 15.
Yeah, we did a review on that.
No, we had the Russell's 13. But Russell's 15 was good. And it's probably going to be almost to me like how I'd like to try it again.
Congratulations, OG Brick. The Van Winkles, the Pappies are starting to head around here.
Yeah.
From what I heard. We've been really close to a Pappy, but we have a Pappy up on the top of the shelf here.
I don't see
With
it.
your help and 100 other 1,000 people, we can probably open that Pappy. So tell your friends about us.
Torp said he ain't had regular 101 in 20 years.
Damn.
I hadn't had 101 until I started drinking with these boys because I had a terrible experience when I also was in high school.
I really like 101, but I disagree, Torp. He said this bottle of 101 is better than Rare Breed. Come on, man. Rare Breed?
He's drinking the bottle from 2016, though.
I know, but come on, man. Rare Breed? I love Rare Breed.
Rare Breed is fire.
I always have a Rare Breed. I always have a 101. Always.
And I just picked up the Russell's 10, which has been a banger since day one. They sleep on now it's coming. I've seen a lot of people talking about it now.
For the longest time, I didn't like the Russell's 10, and we had it as a warm-up one day, and I really liked it. And I don't know, they vary batch to batch. It's a lot fruitier now than it used to be.
Is that why you traded me for that Bardstown?
Yeah, because you said you like the Bardstown and I like the Russells.
I just made some old fashioned in it.
Golden State is down by 40 right now against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Good.
They must have got the bench in. See, so I've seen the things that Bronny James is going to the Lakers G League.
Yeah.
Which is good, man. He needs.
North Carolina was down 20 earlier. It's
That's
8
what
now.
I'm saying. They're coming back slowly.
He needs some exposure, and then he can come back and play with his dad.
He wasn't ready for the league.
That's an interesting comment. Torp said the 101 is better than the Rare Breed, but not as good as the Rye.
101 Rye.
Really?
I think I crushed the bottle of that head.
So you're a Sprite fan.
Yep.
Lemon lime.
That's right.
That 101 is the first time I ever got lemon on a whiskey.
Yeah.
That 101 rye.
The Rare Breed Rye.
No, I ain't had the
Not
Rare.
the Wild Turkey Rye.
I got you. When I tried the Rare Breed rye at Bourbon Fest this year for the first time. I like the 101 rye. I wasn't a big fan of the Rare Breed rye.
I thought the Rare Breed Rye was okay, but I think that 101
Rare Breed bourbon's
Rye.
better.
Yeah, the 101 Rye was better than the Rare Breed Rye.
Yeah. I'm just not a big fan of the turkey rye. I like the lemon lime thing, but like the Rare Breed rye, because of that extra proof, it had a funky note to it that I didn't like. I don't remember. I had so much to drink that weekend. I just remember tasting it and saying I don't like it, and I poured it out.
Mike Brock says his bottle of the year of bottles that he owns is the Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak Double.
Rebecca Creed or the Jessup Creed?
The Rebecca Creek. The
It's
heart
Texas.
release for makers. That's an interesting take. the high wheat Bardstown, and the bottle that he's looking forward to the most is the 13th Colony Double Oak.
I'm glad you like the Rebecca Creek. The Mash and Drum did a pick of Rebecca Creek. I signed up for his Patreon because I was really looking forward to getting that bottle because they're like about to discontinue the Double Oak.
Yeah.
And it's going to be just a small batch, low proof. And literally, I signed up for the Patreon. The next day, he said, "Hey, we're dropping the bottle today. No limit. Buy as many as you want." And it fucking sold out. Even though I was in the 3rd Patreon tier, it sold out in the top 2 tiers out of 5. It didn't even make it to half the people. So everybody was pissed. And they were like, "Dude, you gotta fix this." And he was like, "Yeah, everything will be limit 1 from now on. Babies." And it was like, well, you can't tell everybody, you know, this is going, that we're discontinuing this, and then say, "Oh yeah, my biggest fans, buy as many as you want."
Right.
Because I got screwed, but I ended up getting his next couple picks after that. I almost brought it today. He did a Barrel King pick. I've heard of the brand for a long time, never had their stuff. Yeah, that was really good.
Where is that bottle?
What?
The Lost Recipe.
Right there. Torb said limit 2 at the most. I agree. You can't just, especially when they only, you know, the whole barrel pick was, you know, 180, 200 bottles. If you say unlimited, people are buying 3 to 6, which I don't blame those people for buying them. I would too. If I was in that top tier and I had the chance to buy 6, you know, I would have too if it was discontinued, but just sucks.
I thought the Heart release was pretty good. I was hoping that it would be a lot more chocolate forward than it was, to be quite honest. But I thought that it was very good. This Lost Recipe, that's what I warmed up with today. That was my first pour of the day, and quite
Push them all down.
to be frank with you guys, I hadn't drank prior to today for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. It had been quite some time, so we've tried the blue note.
Blue Note.
On the Mash and Drum, and it's 100% drain pour. What Blue Note did we try? That was probably an earlier release of Blue Note, wasn't it?
We had a small batch one, not a pick.
Oh,
It
One
was
just
a
came out the
93
other day.
They do, yeah, the honey one.
Yeah.
So people do picks of him all the time. Mash and Drum, I really like him, and he does good picks. But Blue Note, I've had a couple of their picks, and some of them, I agree, are drain pours, and some of them are good. It's Green River, and I like Green River, but a lot of their stuff's just hit or miss. I've even had a couple Green River single barrels I didn't think were great.
North Carolina down by 5.
Hello again, whiskey friends and Mash and Drum. It's crap. Are you sure that's not the? Is it the most recent one that was Hello again, whiskey friends and Dusty Dan?
Pretty sure.
Or what? Mash and Drum might have been on that one. I don't remember. But yes, that is the mocha.
The profile and stuff is on the side, right?
Right. The Lost. So it's called the Lost Recipe because the mocha stave is what they discontinued and they brought it back.
So the mocha stave, actually I went to a liquor barn in Lexington and they had
A pick with the mocha stave.
and it was like 6 mocha staves, and I was tempted to get it, but it was one that looks like the BPE.
Right. That's what we tried when we did the video, remember?
Yeah.
I had an old pick with the mocha stave. So the mocha stave's discontinued. That's after this it's done.
Well, other than the ones they just came out with, because that
Yeah,
probably
those-
a store pick.
Yeah, but those are old picks, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The picks come in those bottles now. And they don't have mocha stave. So that one at the liquor barn, that's probably a pick from last year that they
Yeah.
didn't sell.
Yeah, they got a bunch
You didn't
of
pick
it.
up a Heart. You got it, didn't you?
I got the heart.
Yeah.
It's at the house.
They're supposed to trade me the heart.
I know, I backed out the last minute, I'm sorry.
I know, I might grab one at Kroger. Kroger's had one.
They still got them on Mall Road right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torb said it's still on shared pour. I know what you're talking about. When they talked about that pick, I immediately said I'm not getting that because it didn't even sound appealing to me. Mint mocha, probably a gimmick. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I mean, I really liked it. I think it has like a subtle sweet coffee to it, which I've never had a mocha, but I'd imagine that's what it is. I enjoy it because it's got a creaminess. It's not like you said earlier when we tried the cellar age, how it's a classic cellar age funk. It's like a creamy, off-profile Makers. That's why everybody likes this Lost Recipe so much. And you do too. Damn, man, look at that.
That's between you and Chris.
Between me and Chris,
I know I had a couple pours.
I only had one pour out of
I had
it.
a couple pours. Like with the weather getting colder, it's like everything is opening up, and I try to keep the room, the temperature balanced. I keep it pretty cool down here, regardless of what temperature it is upstairs.
Yeah, Mike Brock, me and Greg, we were talking about Greg earlier, buddy from work. He really liked the heart release, and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but we both had the 111.7 proof one. I don't know anybody that got the 112 proof version. Maybe that's what you should look for, Shelly, if you're going to get a Maker's Heart, because they made 2 batches. If you get batch 2, we can compare them. I didn't think it was great, but a lot of people that reviewed it on YouTube and loved it got the batch 2, the 112 proof, and we did the batch 1.
Yeah.
Torb said, I slay a pot of coffee a day. I gotta find one of them.
Well, I'll probably find one this weekend, and I'll add it to the list to the G-Glock says Maker's DPE makes 2 versions.
Let us know that we'll send Tora a small batch from E.H. Taylor.
Yeah.
Like, we'll send him a sample of that.
Yeah.
All of us have several bottles of that.
Yeah, I think if I had one, I'll probably just send him a whole one.
He said, I'll send you Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think I got 2 small bags up here. One that's a rye. Yeah, I got 2 small bags.
I just traded one the other day, so I'm down to 1.5.
Yeah, so I've got 1 turp, so we'll make it happen. We'll add it to the list.
Happen, Captain.
Yeah. So I said, so I had my Bitcoin account and I lost it and I don't know how to retrieve it. I got it like way back in like 2000, the early 2000s, but we still got this right here. Mary, Jesus, and Joseph. We got little gremlins. I can hear them coming down.
That Kansas game's down to 2 points now. UNC's crawling back. Yeah, I guess to go back to our question earlier, we never really answered it. We said the best thing of the year, but we never. What do you say you're looking forward to the most? I know for me, that Booker's Jimmy batch I'm looking forward to. If I could get a 13th Colony Double Oak or the new William Heaven Hill, if I could get one of those 2, I'd be really happy. Me and my buddies from college, we go to Heaven Hill every year for the William Heaven Hill release, and we haven't gone yet for this year, so I'm hoping that I'd like to get one before the end of the year. Yeah, that's a good idea, Tora.
Yeah. But that 9 o'clock is approaching. I think we are winding down.
Okay, just from the outside, that Peerless High Rise, what I've been looking forward to.
Fearless.
They're coming out with a High Rye.
Huh.
It's out.
I had it, yeah.
We saw that
They had it at Party Source today.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to trying it. I want to try it before I buy it.
It's
But
expensive.
everybody that I've watched videos on and reviewed it have said that that's the one that you want to grab.
I like the double oak one that you have. That was delicious.
Isn't your buddy coming this month for the High Rye, the 1792?
No, that was last month.
Did he come? Did he like it?
He loved it.
He did?
He was
Did you end up giving him the bottle?
No, because he couldn't take it because it's open. He couldn't take it back to Seattle.
He You could have taped it and put it in his carry-on.
I didn't have sample bottles at the time. I didn't have anything to put it in that was sealed, was the problem. But as soon as he got there, I gave him a pour of small batch because he loves the 1792. And then I pulled out the high rye, and he was like, holy shit. And I was like, yes, sir, it's here. And I poured him a sample, and he took one sip, and he was like, oh. He sat down, he like sunk into the bar stool, and he was like, I'm just going to cherish this.
I was surprised how much I drank the night that I found it. I was like, oh, dang. It was good.
It's really good. It's probably one of the best 1792s I've ever had, but never gonna find it again.
It was a one and done.
It's they made it for years, but they discontinued it.
Damn.
So the high,
So that was like the last wave of it then.
yeah, the high rye and the port finish, they discontinued both of them in 17 or 18. So Patrick still had that one at the bar, and Chris called me and he was like, "Hey, dude, he'll sell you the bottle if you want it." And I was like, "Yeah, I want it."
Nice.
It was already open.
Yeah, because we went there. That's when we ended
Right.
up picking up those.
Yeah, that was the day we
stacks.
went. Yeah, because I asked him how much a pour was, and he said it was like $8 or $9, and I was like, "Yeah, give me a pour of that."
Hell yeah. By the way, how much to finish off the bottle? Get the bottle.
Torp said cellophane.
Hi, pups.
I really like this Kings County. I went back to one of mine the other day,
Yeah.
and it's really, really sweet.
Well,
Oh shit.
Damn. Some dude on Facebook just posted his flight for the night. George T. Stagg, Russell's 15, E.H. Taylor, barrel proof, and Old Forester barrel strength rye. And we said, I'm watching. Hey, babe.
and
Got him.
he ate all the food.
He ate all of it.
And yes, Sheldon got a new dog and did not tell us. And yes, I
Hey.
ate all my food. I'm not going to get wasted tonight. I'm fine.
RJ, thank you for subscribing to the channel.
RJ the
RJ, we done shouted you out plenty of times on the channel, so please go back and check out the feeds. We definitely,
Hey, and
we've definitely showed you love.
congrats on the 1,000 subs, man. I think I jumped in on that one, but I was doing the duck race at one point.
Yeah, we've had several instances of participation in the duck races. Love what you're doing over there, RJ.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you tuning in and showing the channel some love. Love what you're doing out there in Texas, man. Keep it up. So cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers. My glass is empty. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I know.
Party foul.
I know.
Emily's watching, Brady.
I know. I know. I gotta be careful what I'm gonna say. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to pour next, and I couldn't figure it out. And then
Well,
you
we gotta
guys
grab
said
the
cheers.
Parkers. Let's grab the Parkers. I'd like a splash of the
Oh, say less. Say less.
Oh,
That emoji Torp used, the hands up. That's what I'm doing. Oh.
one of the holy grails I got up here collecting dust. Parkers. Well, shit. What
No.
one is that? That's still the Bookers.
Yep.
You still ain't tried it yet?
Sipping.
You still got the little plastic on the cut? Oh
You
man.
gotta keep the plastic on the couch.
How much you want?
That's a half ounce. That's good.
Alright.
Jeez.
Torp, this is last year's. So this year is the Parker's 14 malt in the cognac barrel. This is the 10-year cash strength rye from last year.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna close this.
Put that plastic back on the cap for you, Shelly.
Put the plastic back on top.
Man, OG Brick said, I waited in line once and had to choose between Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend and Parker's Rye. I wish I grabbed the Parker's. Yeah, I'm not sure where you're at, OG Brick, but the Joseph Magnus, for the longest time, we never saw him for years. And in the last probably six months to a year, we've seen a ton of them. This Parker's, Shelly had to
Stand in line
for an hour or two and get drawn in a lottery. RJ's trying Parker's 14 this Wednesday. You'll have to let us know what you think, RJ. I've been excited to try the Parker's 14. When I go down to Heaven Hill with my buddies to wait for the William Heaven Hill, my plan was to try the Parker's 14. I haven't had a chance to get down there. Holiday season, man, it's busy.
Yeah. Oh, let me get it.
Love that bottle look, never tried.
Damn.
OG Bricks in Virginia, okay, then I could see why you would want the Magnus then. I'm sure that's something that you don't see. And the Joseph Magnuses are really good. It's
Hit or miss.
Yeah, I've only had two and I thought they were both good. It's just I would always pick up the Parkers just because I love Heaven Hill.
UNC took the lead.
Wow.
Nice. I hate Kansas.
Like Duke. Kansas and Duke is the same boat.
Yeah, Kansas and Duke.
I'm from Virginia. We don't like UNC. Right?
Oh, sure. I don't like UNC either, but I would root for them against Kansas. I'm a Cats fan, man. You gotta root against Kansas and Duke.
Yeah. They're all
Especially
blue bloods.
Duke.
They're all blue bloods. We bleed blue.
Torp said, stand in line for a couple hours ain't shit. Some people camp from 1 a.m. That's what Chris wants to do next week.
No, I ain't trying to camp until 1 a.m. next week, but I am trying to get there at 4 a.m. next week, and these boys won't be out of bed.
That's 5 hours. He wants to wait in line 5 hours.
RJ said he had a buddy come over today and showed him Streamer Cloud and had him open my mail. The amount of samples I received today was insane. Well, if you have any issues drinking them, send them on down here to Kentucky,
Yeah, I think some guy is doing a advent calendar thing. I think we signed up for it.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that when this was over.
But I think the sample bottles should come in Thursday. I thought it was this Thursday, but it's next Thursday. So
We got till the end of the month.
yeah, so Turip, I think we could probably link. We want to do like a second one. So we'll probably drop something. The email is the Bourbon Jamaican KY at gmail.com. So if you shoot us an ad or something, we can try to see what we can do and keep your little that little bartender thing you got for lemons and stuff. We can see if we can throw a couple stuff in there for our advent calendar or a giveaway or something for your channel.
KY like the jelly, baby.
Come
That
on.
2016 Wild Turkey is on a trip. I'm trying to save me a sample, baby. Nah, I know that we had discussed the advent calendar and some of the particulars. We can discuss that off screen or whatever. But I didn't want to go the route of somebody else. I wanted us to do it. Like, I feel like that we're capable
We
of doing it.
got enough to do it, but I just want to see what's out there.
The local Facebook group, they were looking to do half a month. So you pour 12 different 2-ounce samples and you swap it with someone else in the group. So we were talking about doing that, and then like the second half of the month being like a mix and match of our samples.
I'll be out for a couple months, so y'all gonna have to carry that torch.
Couple months.
Well, no, I'll take it back. It'll be a couple of days in December. So on those days, it'll be the dropping nukes and Brady takeover.
I'll tell you what, it's incredible to me that this is a rye and it still has that peanut butter Heaven Hill taste. That's the best part of this Parker's. I love rye whiskey, but it doesn't drink like a rye whiskey. It tastes like an Elijah Craig barrel proof that's like been mellowed.
It was crazy, especially when we put it up against that Michener's toasted rye.
Oh,
It's just like it was
Smoked it.
superior.
Michter's didn't stand a chance. Michter's is weak.
You know what? I would love to put this up against that Elijah Craig toasted. I think that'll be a good.
I don't know. The proof difference is a lot.
But still, just for the profile, the flavor profile,
Sure.
I think it'll be a good little blind.
RJ wants to know y'all's thoughts on the Maker's Lost recipe.
Really good.
He hasn't seen it out there in Texas.
Well, we dropped a video on it. Brady and I did a video. Go check that video out. It should be in our videos.
Yeah, to your point, I get a coffee bean on it, and it is mocha filled coffee bean, but it also has that traditional Maker's stamp on it for sure.
It's got a really nice texture. It's a really creamy Maker's with like a coffee finish. It's nice.
So if you ever have a caramel macchiato, but like a bourbon version of caramel macchiato, is what I get. So it's real creamy. You do get that real viscous taste, but at the same time, you absolutely get that coffee bean. Like it's not bitter, but it's just a great blend.
OG Brick said Herd C924 is a Reese cup. It's got a nice peanut butterness to it, but that's what we were talking about earlier when we compared A, B, and C. Or the C was like really tangy and almost had like a barbecue note to it, and then it had
Sweet back baby Ray's.
Yeah, it had a Sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce, and then it was like a peanut butter chocolate kind of finish, but it was a really kind of like Greg said, dank on the front end of it.
Yeah, it was too tangy for me.
Yeah, so RJ, what I had heard was Costco carries the Maker's Lost recipe as long as it's a state that they carry liquor in. So states that have Costco without liquor stores, it will go to mom and pop stores, but they're not going to get as much of it, is what I had heard. The Costco's are going to get the majority of it. So it's not like it's not going to hit Texas at all. It's just going to be pretty hard to find there. We're here. I mean, we had it for 3 days at our Costco.
Yeah.
OG Brick, where are you at in Virginia? I'm from Virginia, man.
Right near the beach, boy.
Yeah, I'm originally from VA. I've been out here in Kentucky now for about 13 years. So I'm curious to where you're from. Maybe I'll put you on with some of my people out there in Virginia. They're in the south side part of Virginia, though. He's in Southwest. I'm on the south side. I'm from Nottoway County.
Nottoway.
Near Norton. It's further. I feel like Norton is further south than me. Farmville, Virginia, OG. Longwood University. Ring a bell. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Norton, Virginia. Not sure.
I've been there everywhere, man.
Okay, I know where Bristol is. That makes sense.
That's where the Speedway is?
No, Bristol Speedway is in Tennessee. Yeah, I know where Bristol, VA is. You're a little bit more southern than I am.
And the reason I asked, I don't know too much about the geographics. I am Jamaican, so that's why I asked, if you were wondering.
Sorry, we'll give you a pass.
I'm gonna step out and smoke. Send Meg the address.
Thunder up 24 at halftime. Yeah.
Hey,
I think we're getting ready to wrap it up.
For anybody that's been following me in my sports world journey of bets,
Oh, Lord.
I'm only a few points away from my parlay for $140,000.
Oh, come on.
I'm only 4 legs out of 20.
Yeah, I'm from Ireland.
You hit 4 for 4 so far?
Ireland. I'm from Ireland. Dublin.
I'm on to a high start.
Sheesh.
But all right, guys, I think we're about to call it a night and wrap it up. We've been rolling this thing for a hot minute. Would love to stay and cut up, but hopefully we're back on track. You know, it's the fourth quarter of the year. We were all busy. tied up with our actual jobs that pay our bills. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Shout out to Tour Up, RJ, OG Block, OG Brick 420. Come on. Appreciate you guys, man. We'll try to get together probably sometime next week and try to do another live, depending. It'll probably be another Friday or Saturday, depending on schedules. I say we getting into indoor sports, kids playing ball and all that good stuff. Looking forward to bringing y'all some new contents, man. Tour Up. Hopefully the mailing address that I got is the one that I can use. If not, drop us an email and Brady will follow up with you. But we got a few things in the goodie bags. But again, if you're new to the channel and you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And so I'm saying, if you had anything on here, drop us something in the comments even after we're done. We'll still get the notifications and we can respond to them. We like interacting with everybody. So that's it. Peace out.
Thank you guys for the support.
And Brady will talk to you while I do my long walk all the way around.
Bye.
Drop your notes.
Chris said
peace
bye.
out.
Thank you, RJ, for turning on the notification bell. Hope to talk to you again. Thank you, Torp, as usual. Thank you, OG Brick.
And Mike Brock. Shout out to Mike Brock, man.
Yes.
We appreciate the interaction.
Thank you to everyone that watched tonight and commented. We appreciate
Steven.
everybody.
Live from the patio.
We picked up 5 or 4. Ain't terrible.
Have a good night, RJ.